Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Happy Friday, everybody. Today we are looking at a pretty nice Bitcoin chart. So it's interesting. Yesterday I pointed out that when we broke above our ascending triangle, it didn't seem to have very much momentum. Interesting that today we are trading in a tight range again. But you know what though? This is not a bad thing. Anytime we move slowly, as long as we don't break formation, this is extremely strong. When we see these slow steps uphill, it is definitely powerful. There's no fear in this. So everything looks good. Our line is intact. We have this really strong ascending move here, and we're not going to get nervous or even think about correction time until we cross below a line that crosses right through here. So we're in green zone, and these slow moves up are just really nice for a real strong price. So this is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, and I actually I found a little bug in my code before, so this chart looks way more normal. So anyway, this is the chart of the total market cap priced in Bitcoin, and you can see that today is a green day. We've added from open to close, well, so open to current, 0.3 million dollars or 0.3 million Bitcoin has poured back into altcoins, at least that value. So interesting that day when we had all those bullish engulfing candles, it may have been the turn in the altcoin market. It'll be interesting to see if this holds strong. We'd really like to see the altcoin market get above at least break above this 10.25 or so million Bitcoin level. This would be a pretty sweet altcoin season. Another thing, so looking at Bitcoin dominance has dropped by 0.5%, but Bitcoin is fairly flat. So interesting that we're seeing, so that just means that today the altcoin market is just having a heyday. If you look at the others chart, we're still in this range, but adding 0.18% of dominance to all the micro caps, you can tell that today there are some coins that have just exploded. So we'll see where this leads, but it's nice to see a little bit of money flowing into alts today. Just hoping to see if it'll turn into a trend or not. We'll find out in the next couple of days. So some of you guys may have seen this already. It's the sloppiest shot in the history of golf. And it reminds me of when people ask me, like, hey, how are you so good at trading? And I like to say, oh, it's all luck. It's just pure luck. But the idea is to put yourself into a position where you can get lucky more often than not. Because all it takes is a perfect trade, and you can make up for all kinds of bad luck. So keep trying, guys. So this is Ethereum, and I wanted to show you just a quick follow-up on yesterday's video. So the interesting thing is that across the board, many coins are following this pattern, where we had this really long, hard sell-off at the end of a long downturn. And a lot of times these really hard sell-offs are the final push that establishes a bottom. When we had our bullish engulfing day, we had a ton of coins that turned around pretty hard, and this combination here has created a bottom for quite a few coins. And Ethereum's interesting because this all happened off of the 100-week moving average. So we traded for a couple of weeks. Yesterday was a pretty rough day. And then today is looking quite green. And what I'm interested to know is, will this set of candles create a higher low? That's exactly what I'm looking for in a bunch of these other coins. I like to see, I don't like to buy right off of a ton of exuberance and over hype and excitement. I like to wait patiently for that next drop and then see if it becomes a bottom. And in the case of Ethereum, this is still getting worked out, but there is a coin that has shown the strength that I'm looking for, and it's Decred. So I've told you guys before, I trade about 100 coins, and of all of the 100 that I'm looking at, I have only purchased 4. I've only made the trading decision to buy 4. And Decred is one of those 4 because the chart looks so good. Guys, this is such a beautiful chart. Like, this is exactly what I would want to see before I buy. So there are so many things going right here. Number one, we did establish our recent low, and then we had a good spike. This particular move brought us above the 50, which exited the green zone, or excuse me, exited the red zone for us. So this changed. This is sort of an indication that a change is coming. But it wasn't until a couple of days later when we saw this candle. This was the candle that motivated my purchase, because seeing a nice dragonfly doji where the tail is obviously higher than our most recent low, I took the bet that this here was a higher low. And in order to establish that it's a swing low that is higher, we need 2 candles on either side. So this low and this low need to be higher than this low, and these 2 lows need to be higher than this low. So yeah, we still have almost 6 hours left in this candle, so this day could do whatever it does, but I made the bet that we've done it, that we've established a bottom. So we have a really beautiful candle formation here. We have interaction with the 50, where we did dip below, but look at this. When we did break the 50 back in August, but we almost immediately fell below it. There was no support on the top of this. So this was definitely a fake out. It was a false trade. And then we found resistance once, twice, 3 times off of the 50. Number 4 was this move where we closed above it. And because we had a 2-month-long red zone, this gets very exciting. So this was what really piqued my interest in the very beginning. And then now that we did dip below, so technically we did break below it, but you can see that the action is showing that we have used the 50 as support. So even though these were technical misses, they were so close, and then the price action around it, anybody looking at this chart would say, oh yeah, look at that, look, we've got support off the 50. And so where we've had resistance for so long, and now we have an indication that we are finding the 50 at support, this is a beautiful range. If we can stay above the 50, trading between the 100-day and the 50-day for a little while, this is a launch pad. This is such a good channel, good trade in the making. And what makes it even more exciting is the weekly channel. There is a channel that is so old. This is June of 2018. This is coming up on, we're looking at two and a half years old of a price channel. And the longer the price channel, the more intense it is, the more the price will respect it. And we've traded inside this channel for a long time. The first time we ever really sold the market that we were breaking out of this price channel, guess what happened? We launched all the way up to 350,000 Satoshis from 168,000. So anytime we start, anytime we do something pretty significant, and we also sell investors on the idea, there's a lot of activity here. Well, it went okay for a while. We stayed above it, but we just kept creating these lower highs, and we just couldn't quite keep our nose above water. When we finally broke down here, it was just looking pretty rough. And this move here is not that old. So this is our next chance at breaking out of this channel. So we've only been under this channel for a little while, and now we're popping above it, and we are finding support on a long-term price channel. We are finding support on the 50-day moving average. We have also, if this candle closes anywhere remotely in this area, our bodies will be showing a higher high. So we've got higher lows and potentially a higher high. Guys, this is golden. This is exactly what a trader dreams of seeing. This is a very, very good trade. So sometimes these things take patience. Nothing just immediately goes. I mean, these can take 100 days or whatever to materialize, because the green zone is when our close is above the 50, and the 50 is above the 100, and the 100 is above the 200. We have a lot of trading above the 200 to get everything to turn around and line up. But this is how it begins. This is how it begins. And I've made trades like this and waited 6 months to a year. And usually exiting the red zone is a good place to enter. And when you have all this other action going on, this is just really looking good. So anyway, for those of you who have ridden the downward spiral on Decred, you'll probably be getting some relief. Those that have really kind of watched it from the sidelines, this is a heck of an entrance. So I'm looking forward to this becoming a profitable trade. Now for the time you've all been waiting for. We are giving out 2 t-shirts again today. It is T-shirt Friday. So our first winner is Skeetoville. You definitely got your first shirt. And our second winner is Nick Tor. So if both of you guys could find me on Twitter, my Twitter handle's down in the description, and just hook me up with your size and an address to send these to, and which of the 2 amazing shirts you would like to have. But thanks for supporting my channel. You guys are awesome. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.